You guys, we have got to talk about Kristen Bell because since her anniversary post dedicated to DAX Shepard, the two of them have found themselves in a mass cancellation, especially DAX, with people feeling like he is not funny at all, and they're looking back at old clips of him, feeling like he is toxic, and so much more. We're gonna get into everything from what clips exactly have been resurfacing and what everyone has to say. We previously talked about Kristen Bell posting to Instagram celebrating her 12th wedding anniversary with DAX Shepard. In the post, she shared a photo of DAX with their daughter, and at first, you know, you're looking at this, you're thinking, really sweet image, and then you read the caption, and this is the part that got her in trouble. So she said, "Happy 12th wedding anniversary to the man who once said to me, I would never kill you. A lot of men have killed their wives at a certain point. Even though I am heavily incentivized to kill you, I never would." The backlash came fast and hasn't let up as people just found this extremely disturbing, something that should not be joked about. They just felt like it was so weird. Why would he say this to her? And to top it off, people were reminded that it was DV Awareness Month, so they were just like, yeah, this was really in poor taste. I don't know why you thought that this was something that you should be sharing on your Instagram to millions of followers. And I feel like up until this point, DAX Shepard and Kristen Bell has been one of those couples that people really adore. They're like, oh wow, they're so cute together, love them, they're really funny. I feel like, you know, I talked about it in the last weekly TEACAP that they kind of give me like a Blake and Ryan vibe before the drama, like where people just thought so cute, love them. And then when drama happens, they reevaluate everything that's been said by them and they're like, well, wait a minute, the signs of something being off have always been there. I feel like that's what happened with Blake and Ryan, and now it's happening with Kristen Bell and DAX Shepard. Also recently with Lily Allen, you guys, I mean, when she came out with all those songs about David Harbour, everyone went back and watched that AD interview and they were like, yeah, he hates her. He's hated her this whole time. I don't know why we ever thought he was being funny. So like I said, because of Kristen's Instagram post, people started to revisit Dax's past interviews, look at his podcast clips, all of these things, and their opinions on him have completely shifted, okay? What may have been once brushed off as edgy or quirky now just feels unsettling to a lot of people, and the jokes are not landing anymore. And now they're just reading to people like major red flags that they didn't understand why they didn't see them before. One clip that's been making the rounds is from a past interview where Dax was joking about hurting Kristen, and she's like laughing about it with him, but everyone is just like, yeah, I don't know why I didn't see this as weird before.
But that line of "it sounds like it's gonna break" is the first line, what I actually said to Dax when he got it back after 2 years of souping it up. He said, let's go to brunch. He was so excited. We drove to brunch, and the first thing I said 5 minutes into the ride, I said, this sounds like it's gonna break.
And I was very offended. And then I hit her several times.
And then I got beat up, and guess what? I never opened my mouth again.
My goodness, you guys have quite the interesting relationship.
Yeah.
Well, with the dead bodies and all that.
Exactly, that's why I say this.
Yeah.
People are now looking back at what he said and they're just like, who makes jokes like this? Like, I mean, truly, it's so interesting how at periods of time a Hollywood couple can be so beloved and seen as funny and relatable, but then, you know, something happens that make people go, and then they're looking at things a little differently.
With them all day, and you laugh with her all day.
I do.
Not as much. See how he hesitated?
Yeah.
Not as much.
I have a real commitment to the truth. Not all day. You're not Jim Carrey. We watch a lot of Dateline. And a lot of spouses kill their partners. So that is an outcome you have to consider if you're married.
Care to comment?
Yeah, you are on a cellular level likable. It's nauseating, in fact. It's hard to stand next to you.
People have also made comments about her marrying her enemy with some of the things that they've seen go around with some jokes that he's made and things that he said to her. Like in this one clip of him making fun of her, talking about helping children out of hospital.
The same things, and I'm sweating. In fact, I even put on a red tank top because I know I'm gonna start flashing when we start singing, and I'm gonna have to take this off.
Also, let's make sure your visitor badge is still on yours.
Why are you a visitor?
Let's make sure. She wanted to brag that she helped kids today.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah, that's why.
Honey. That's really tasteless.
I did a children's hospital. Oh, that's sweet.
Okay.
The comment said she married her enemy. Imagine if she were in a marriage with someone who matched her energy. They'd be a power couple. He brought it up, then he's gonna say she's bragging. Oh, he feels beneath her, so he's made it his mission to humble her. Gotcha. He's a narcissist and can't stand how much she shines. There's another clip of him going around as well where he's talking about being confident in relationships, and it's just hitting people in all the wrong ways now.
I have this very weird mix of not thinking I'm good looking, general low self-esteem, chip on my shoulder that I'm dumb because I was dyslexic, all these things. Yet, unbridled arrogance in relationships. I've always been that way.
Really?
I don't know how to explain it. I've always felt very confident in relationships. So I never, ever was like, oh, I hope I can keep Kristen. I was going, do I want to be with a Christian who has 8 people living in her house for free, who has to get out of a car when there's a dog that doesn't have a leash and ruin her whole day to rescue this dog? Do I want to be? That's great, she's good, but that's not what I want.
People said, ruin her whole day to rescue a dog says everything about his perspective on life. Notice how he listed her positive, caring attributes as bad things. Not him outing himself as a narcissist. Him using her most humane qualities against her is insane. Always felt confident in relationships because he thinks women are lesser than. People have also talked about the interview he did with Theo Vaughn, where he was basically joking about wanting some praise for being a loyal husband who doesn't cheat and a good dad who's there for his girls.
My therapist will be like, you know, it's not Kristen's job. Like, she's not your mom. She's not going to dote on you and be infatuated with your existence. And I'm like, wait, that's not. But I'm giving up so much. I'm not banging anyone. Shouldn't I be doted on and celebrated every time I walk through the door? Shouldn't there be a parade? Shouldn't my daughters, like, every day I've not left, shouldn't they be like, God damn it, Dad. We got one of the good ones. I know your dad was out at 3. But no one's proud of me. No one cares.
People said, men constantly want to be exalted for doing the barest minimum and existing. Did he basically just say because he doesn't cheat, he should be praised? The way he keeps admitting he's a narcissist is sending me. Doing the bare minimum and expecting to be praised is wild. Some people have shared that they've been waiting for the rest of the internet to have these realizations about Dax because they've always felt something was off here.
This has been such an exciting week on the internet for me because I've always said my favorite litmus test for friendships, one of the first questions I ask new people to tell if I'm going to be able to get along with them really well is, what is your take on Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard? And if they have a strong opinion on Kristen Bell and Dax Shepard, we're like this, okay? If they want to like double click into that and really talk about that relationship with me, we're gonna get along just fine.
And some are defending Dax, I will say. He literally is kidding, OMG. Am I the only one who found it funny? LOL, he clearly was joking. People are overreacting so hard. Now, when it comes to Kristen and how she's feeling about this whole situation, she hasn't publicly spoken out, but we have gotten sources speaking out on her behalf and talking about how she's feeling about the whole situation. According to Daily Mail, she doesn't want to be told how to live her life or be bullied into doing something she doesn't want to do, a source told the Daily Mail on Saturday. Many would have liked her to apologize or to have taken down the post, but she hasn't, and the post is still there. The source alleged that Belle, 45, believes that if people aren't going to laugh about it, then it's their problem. She feels that there are bigger issues in the world than what she said, the insider claimed. Given the chance to do it all over again, she would. Per the outlet, the actress's friends are allegedly happy she is getting heat over her comments because she often never sees how her words, whether she thinks she says them in jest or not, can actually hurt people. That part is interesting. Not them saying that her friends are happy that she's getting called out because they feel like she needs to learn a lesson here, that her words affect people. Like, what the heck? That is really interesting, mostly because I feel like Dax is taking a lot of heat right now of people being like, he says some really crazy things that just should not be said, and now we're hearing that her friends think that she needs to be watching what she's saying as well. The whole thing is just so crazy, but she hasn't taken the post down. She's still standing by it. She still thinks that it's something that she would do all over again. I'm sure they're having some crazy conversations behind the scenes about how ridiculous this whole thing is and how it's really blown out of proportion, but she definitely knows that it has impacted her and that she shouldn't be like really in front of people's faces right now, even though she should be promoting her season 2 of Nobody Wants This, because it did come out that she canceled a Today Show appearance. She was supposed to appear for an interview just talking about the upcoming season with one of her co-stars, and she did not go. I definitely think that that was for the best, like to lay low during all of this, because she's not looking the best right now. Dax isn't looking the best right now, but sounds like they have no regrets. But I certainly want to know what you guys think about all of this, what Kristen had to say, how people have been reacting. Let me know all of your thoughts in the comments. I love you guys so much, and I will talk to you in the next video. Bye, guys.